Friday, Friday. All you got is me right now. So how's everybody doing? We've been home from fishing about 12 minutes. Lindy is in there finding some food. Everybody hear me? Everything good? Hello. Let me know you hear me. Oh, everybody coming in. Seven. Oh, I hear myself on the phone. Hello, Amanda. Hello, Jake, Buck, Joe, Kelly. Is that right, Bullock? And Avid Fisherman. So what's everybody up to? Let's see. Anybody want to come up and join the party? Any guesses where Doc is today? Doc is at Trump's house. That's what he told me. He had to go to damn, what is it, Mar-a-Lago, whatever. Doing some kind of school project. What's up, Ted Newton? Yeah, we got up. We got on the water today about 8:30. Just got home a while ago. Lindy caught 14, 13, 14. I caught 9. What's up, Backwoods Barbarian? I feel so lonely up here. I got all kinds of room. Ain't no Doc over here messing with me. Oh, it was a hard week this week. We fished 2 or 3 days, run a couple charters. It was good. Yeah, she did, Buck. That's what I said when I was there. I was like, Lindy is gonna get me back. And if you'll notice in the last couple videos, we are trying to get off the mama and daddy. Hell, our kids are grown. We're gonna try to go back to Lindia and John. That'll teach them kids. We're done. Everybody's quiet today. I thought I had Retro Bassin was gonna come. I hope he joins us tonight. What's up, Kyle? Speaking of Retro Bassin, I bet I made his day today. Let's see if I can show this video. Buck already saw it. See if I can do this without screwing things up. Oh, turn it up. Hang on. Everybody knows we went fishing with Retro. He left me an old fishing lure that Roland Martin was on in the 70s. So I got Roland to sign it today. Let me see if I can play this. Hey, keep it retro, Chris. Let me see if I can play it again. Hey, keep it retro, Chris. Yeah, but that's the lure he signed for him today, and I got him to say, keep it retro, Chris. So I bet that tickled a guy that has got his fancy on the old retro lures and such. Yeah, we bumped into Roland several times. They had a great day. They were fishing shiners, and what do you say they had? They had like an 811, and they had like 2 or 3 over 8 pounds on shiners. It's pretty cool. We fished by him, and we were on up through there, and I hear Roland yell out, "John, we got another one!" And we look back, and they was reeling one in. Doc is at Donald Trump's house, and Lindy is eating dinner, finding her some dinner. We literally walked in the door about 7:48 from fishing. I backed the truck in, fired up the computer. She had to have food. She got priorities. What's up, chosen one? Yeah, Doc's got they were doing some kind of beauty thing, something for Palm Beach County, and he had to go film it with his class, and it was at Donald Trump's house. So of course, he's going to come back and say he met Donald Trump and all that. So that'll be good. What's up, Mike Turner Catfishing? Thanks for jumping in. You caught me solo tonight. Jump up here, Ted. Give me somebody to talk to. I know you'll jump up. Or Kyle can jump up. He's been one of those been on lives lately. He's been booming it. And congrats to Kyle. He broke his 1K. So how are things in Australia, Amanda? You just waking up for the day? Probably drinking coffee. I'm going to throw some popcorn in my damn plastic melting microwave here in a little bit. I'm about starving. Drinking coffee. Amanda's drinking coffee. Oh, and I don't know if anybody saw it, but Brim Bass and Beyond, he came down here, and fished the other week and left his SD card. So Lindy wrapped it up in a little bit of paper and put it in an envelope and mailed it back. And the mail people broke it. I guess it went through that damn machine. We should have put it in a box. Live and learn. Sorry, Matt. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Bam, we got Ted. What's up, Off the Hook?
What's up, sir? How are you?
Wore out, man. Been on the water all day.
Yeah, I know. That's why I called you to see what you caught today. But nice day here today.
It was nice here. It was like up in the 80s. It got real cloudy there towards the evening.
Did it?
Yeah, but Lindy, like I said, she was on them pretty good. She got a couple, probably 3-pounders, but it was dink day. I caught 9. I think she caught 13 or 14. So
Nice.
It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad a day. Like I said, like I told you earlier, no giants, Florida giants. A couple 3-pounders might be a Pennsylvania giant, or at least a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one in PA for sure.
But like I said, rolling, they slammed them on the shiners today, so they had a couple over 8 pounds. But it's funny watching them fish. Rolling's in the front. His 2 charters are in the back. They're casting lures and dragging shiner bobbers behind the boat. And he just rolls around and goes through everywhere.
Really? Yeah, I went and I think I told you about that a couple of years ago when I was down there. I went out of Roland Martin's Marina, and I can't remember the guy that I fished with. But then you said about what happened with the Marina, but I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. Yeah,
a couple of his big guys are Steve Daniels is one. It's a big one down there. And then Captain Dave, can't think of his name right now.
Yeah, I can't even remember. I know we were throwing shiners. We were fishing in 4 foot, 3 foot, 2 foot of water, and they had balloons, and we were using big shiners. And I was yanking always too quick. It was too quick. He said, "You got to wait, let them eat it." And I think I talked to you about that they puffed the shiner.
They puff them a little bit and then suck them in.
Yeah, and I'd always yank it right out of their mouth. So he's like, "Count to 10." I'm like, "Really, that long?" And I'd go 1, 2, 3, 5, and I'd yank, and he's like, "Nope, got to count to 10." I missed several like that.
It's hard not to pull when that big bobber takes off.
I know. But yeah, man, you guys got me jealous, man. You guys are out there having fun every day. That weather today, it's really nice, but tonight at midnight we're supposed to get 3 to 8 inches of snow tonight.
That's what's crazy. Tomorrow night we're supposed to drop 40 degrees tomorrow night.
Really?
Yeah, that whatever's coming through, we're getting it for one night. Then I think Sunday it starts building back up, be back in the 80s by Tuesday.
Yeah, it's going to be 50, supposed to be highs of 52 on Sunday here in PA. So everything tomorrow that comes down is going to be going on Sunday.
Yeah, here, like I said, they said it's supposed to drop like 40 degrees tomorrow afternoon.
That's cool.
So we won't be fishing. We won't bass fish all weekend. That'll shut them. They'll turn. I think that's why it got funky today. I don't know if they can feel it coming. But
I think so, yeah.
Middle of the day, we caught some, but it was pretty much, if you can believe that many fish, was a funky day. It was a funky day.
Yeah, that's pretty. I'd like to say that that's a good day anywhere else.
Well, we talked to a couple other guys that I won't get into. Man, dude, we're riding the wind. I use my power poles. I fish, drop them, fish, drop 'em. We're coming out of this big, it's not really a cove, but the way it's laid out between the islands, let's just call it a cove, right?
Okay.
We're about halfway out it, riding the wind. This boat comes through, comes in behind us, probably 100 yards, 150 yards. Now the wind's honking. So I'm moving up power poles, moving up power poles. I keep watching back. Now these dudes are directly behind us, drifting, coming on behind us. Never put their poles down, never nothing. They keep getting closer and closer. We got our back to them. We're fishing with the wind. I
Yeah.
keep looking back. Dude, they get so close behind us, just the wind blowing them. That guy goes, "What's for lunch?" And I turned around. I'll tell you, this dude wasn't 20 feet behind me. I was like, you just missed it. And they make a little bit of casual conversation. Let me get my hands in the camera. Let me make this bigger.
Yep. Go ahead.
I got to have some damn
There you
hand
go.
room. Dude, they drift up right beside us. He talks and he drifts up and kind of goes and just keeps riding.
Oh yeah, they knew what they were doing, John. They knew.
Oh
what
yeah,
they
I
was
just kind of stood there. So I did what anybody should do. I fired the boat up, did a big half turn around them, and rolled out the back.
There you go. That's exactly.
I mean,
It's ignorance. So there's a lot. I run
yeah.
into that a lot. Like I'm the first one that will get out of your way, or even if I'm fishing here and you come in, I'll move. I'll do whatever you want me to do. I will never roll up on a boat unless I know them and I stop for a minute. But I'm not going to pull in front of them and start fishing in front of them.
Well, that's kind of what Lindy said. They're coming up. I'm like, look at these jackwagons. Now we've had it happen before. People ease up on us and small water charters and start a convert. And I really thought that's what was getting ready to happen.
Yeah.
No, man, they rolled up around behind us and just went on. Even
Yeah.
made the comment. Even made the comment. Shows his guilt. Yeah, I was hoping we didn't just blow right up against you. Now this is at about 25 feet, and he started at 200 yards.
Yeah, that's just ignorance. I can't stand that.
Had some captain name on the side. I said, "Oh, a guide out here. That figures."
Well, yeah, they own the water, John. You know that.
But then I rolled up on rolling back the same way.
Yeah, I'd like to see Roland when I get down there. I mean, Scott is one of my favorite fishermen. Like I follow him a lot on YouTube and everything.
Right.
And I really like his YouTube channel because he shows you everything when he's on his tournaments at Unfinished Family Business that he has. Right. And he goes up and he shows you when they're staying, where they're staying at, what they're talking about, the prep work, and then he shows you, going into exactly what he does. And I really like that. I dig that a lot.
Yeah, but you got to remember, he's full of crap like his daddy too.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, I understand that.
He doesn't even call Donkey Land Jurassic Park. Whenever he's at Donkey Land, he calls it this private lake they have permission to fish.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But that's awesome.
There's a video from like a year ago. He's out there with all the Guggen dudes and the outlaw guy. You know who I'm talking about? That young guy that fishes outlaw.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
He's a big channel. But anyway, he had them out there, and we saw him. And then the next video, he was like, "Oh, I was at my private lake." And one of them guys with him, if you listen in the background, he goes, "Private? There's 2 trucks sitting there."
Yeah, you can't let go of all the secrets. You know what I mean?
No, I'm pretty tight on them too. But then we got these guys hooked on Headwaters. It's a pretty big channel based around Headwaters Lake.
Okay.
And dude, they're drawing maps to Donkey Land, and I mean they showed on one of their videos how to get there by road, how to get there by airboat. I'm like, God dang, dudes, come on, be easy.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. Like I have fish brain, and everybody will give me some slack on it, but I don't post where I catch them. I'll post on there how I catch them and everything, but I always do private. Like I don't share that because that will get eaten up. Like like if you would go out there and share that, it would get eaten up and it would ruin the fish in there in a year.
Yeah, it's already, dude. It gets pretty good pressure considering. We're just counting down to the snowbirds leave. They leave next month.
Okay.
Half the people in the parking lots will be gone.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good. Yeah.
But it's pretty wild. Go to Headwaters and like walking through the parking lot today. About every state in the United States is probably in that parking lot.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's just truck after truck. And
then you're going to the pass. you're going to the bass capital of the world where you're at, buddy. So you got all kinds.
Oh yeah, they're always here. That's why I said I walked up and went, "There's Roland's." And see, I got to recognize his trailer. He got a new truck. Trying to learn his new truck.
I got you.
But we heard him today before we saw him. We were up in these reeds, and with the wind blowing, he got upwind, and me and Lindy both went. I hear Roland. I mean, you can hear that son.
Yeah. Now, does he guide out of another marina or something, or what is he doing? Just his own stuff now?
Yeah, he's just his own stuff. $800 for 6 hours with Roland Martin.
Woo!
That's what he told me. He tried to tell me to raise my prices.
That's a house payment.
And what's fun, and I told him, I said, he laughed. I said, Roland, you're getting 6 of that because you're rolling,
Yeah.
But now you're literally just hanging out with Roland. He's in the front fishing. You're in the back of the boat hanging on, keeping up.
Yeah.
But great guy, man. Like I said, we rolled up on him. He knew I told him, I texted him. He knew I had that lure to sign, which it's in the boat. That package, that Roland Martin package.
Yep.
So we were talking to him. I was like, man, I got that lure. Will you sign it? He's like, yeah. So we pulled. And I apologize to the guys with him, but hell, they done had. That guy told me their best 5 at that time was like 44 pounds, something.
Okay.
That's shiners cool. Are rolling, Now he's catching, 8s and 9s, but.
Yeah. That's just what all live bait. He's just dragging bait behind the boat, dragging meat behind the boat.
Yeah, like I said, when he hollered at me, we were on down and he hollered, John, I looked up and that one bobber that he had way behind the boat, that kid was fighting it.
Okay.
But now they were fishing swim baits and such, just like we were. Hang on, I'll let the person in the basement bring you up 1 second. It's pretty cool, though. I wish we may have it on GoPro. We pull up to Roland's boat. He looks he looks at Lindia, holds his rod up and says, look what I got on my rod. He goes, I got one of them baits you gave me. He had a white big jerk on the back of a chatterbait on his rod and shook it at Lindy.
Nice. But
from way down under, and apparently got some hair that kind of looked like this must be raggedy Australian Ann or something going on here. Look at that.
Wow, brutal, John.
Does that mean JV is Raggedy Andy? That hair is red, Amanda. That's red.
It's magenta. It just comes out red on camera.
Oh, okay. Magenta.
You said magenta. How are you, Amanda?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
I'm doing good.
What's up, Bogley? Anybody I missed? Sorry, I haven't been. What's up, Electro Bird? That's a new one.
I was over at the Field Guides live, and JV was on that one.
Yeah, he's still up there.
Is he still up there?
Welcome, Freezer Bound, local 336. Alicia, I think I'm caught up.
Freezer Bound's in here too, John.
I saw him up there. Yep.
Okay, Adam's doing he's doing a rendezvous up his place this year in May, where all the video creators can go up.
Yeah,
there.
they did it last year. I remember all the videos.
Tubby guy, what's up, buddy?
Hi, Tubby.
Thank you, Tubby guy. Appreciate that, buddy. Oh, Ray's in here. Everybody's in here.
Cool.
Except Lindia. She's in there eating. Lindia.
There's Mark J. Larson.
Mark J. Yeah, he's got that wood burner. I'm excited to see what he does with that bar stool for me.
Yeah, hey, I told him the other day, I said I was never more excited to watch a video about somebody making dirt until I watched his video. He was making dirt, wax dirt, and I was like, I never thought it would be so interesting watching somebody make dirt.
Yeah, I think that's the playlist I run for him, and I'd walk through the garage and look over at the computer, and he'd be raking dirt on that.
Yeah, raking dirt on the ground. Yep.
Oh, there's Mr. Boxy Boxy. What's up, Boxy?
Hey, Boxy. How are you, bud?
Hi, Boxy.
Like I said, anybody that missed it, Lindia is eating dinner, and Doc is at Donald Trump's house.
Okay, then. Hi, Krill.
Yeah, he only lives like 30 minutes from there, and they're filming some kind of. He told me what it was. Beauty pageant. It was something. Some big occasion, and they got to school to come. He teaches videography at the high school. So he had to take everybody down there to film it.
Cool.
Oh, I told him to steal me something out of there. I said, dude, anything. I don't care what it is. Grab me something. And he was like, he goes, the Secret Service would be on me before I got out. I was like, run like the wind, son.
He'll be on the news. Teacher steals from Donald Trump.
But it would be too classic. Doc will be in there and old Don will open a door and be in his tidy whities, walk out in the hall and be like, oh, excuse me. Go back inside.
Knowing Donald Trump, he would have probably gave him it. He would have let him have it.
Have they, Kenny? They're fighting to win. We got that tournament, end of March on Okeechobee. We got to go south and do a little practice. The wind's been freaking honking, though. Goodness.
Yeah, I think that means if something's coming, like for us up here too. I don't even know which way it's coming from. I guess it's coming from the north, obviously, if it's snow and things, but I just didn't know how fast it was coming and how quick it's going to drop up here. So,
right. Oh, Jake, don't even get us all started, brother. Young brother. So what's your gas like? Amanda, what's gas cost in Australia? Wait a minute. Whoa. Do they have gas in Australia?
We have petrol.
Petrol.
So how much is your petrol?
Petrol. Just over $2 a litre now.
$2 a liter.
Yeah.
How much is a liter?
I think 4 liters in a gallon, right?
Oh, something like that. 4 or 2? Yeah, 4. No, it ain't 4. 2 liters in a gallon. How many liters in a gallon? Hey Siri.
Yeah, I don't have
How many liters in a gallon? 1 gallon is 3.79 liters.
I was close.
You were. So that's what, 2, 4, 6 something bucks a gallon.
John, mine was $3.89 last week. Okay, my wife calls me and says, "Hey, get gas today because out here it's $4.29." I said, "What?" She goes, "Yeah, get gas now." So I paid $3.89 by my house. Came to work, went home. It was $4.29. Today it went up another dime. It's $4.39 here now.
Yeah, we got anywhere. Some are $4.19. I saw some $4.29s. You got to remember, we live in a kind of like it's a big little town, but in the middle of nowhere. So as you leave it into the country, man, there's a gas station between us and Donkeyland. It's like $3.90 or something. They jack it. It's jacked every time.
Yeah, and I would think it'd be more expensive down there for like destination area,
Yeah, well, it's not too bad. I mean, but they bring it in. Everybody says, "Oh, I bet it's hard to get down there," but I think all ours comes in on big ships. So,
yeah.
Look at Tubby guy, $7.45.
$7.45 a gallon. Wow.
Oh yeah, $5 is coming.
Yeah,
Super Joe said they're gonna cut the taxes down on it, so we're gonna save 30 cents or something a gallon. Isn't that what I heard last night on the news?
No, good. They'll raise it and then they'll cut it and act like they're saving you money.
Oh, that's exactly what they do. That's what I do. That's what they do. That's economics right there,
Yeah. Good for him.
Tubby, I stopped and put like 85 in the truck and then walked around and put like 50 in the boat. But see, the boat I use Rec 90, and that's like $5.99 something here now.
Is that like premium?
It's no ethanol, 90 octane. Yeah, it's like premium with no ethanol in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because working in a boat shop for like 3 years, ethanol will eat the lining out of your fuel line. It'll turns it into jelly, dude. When your boat starts cutting off, you're running, it'll just the liner inside your fuel line will just collapse. Then you let off of it and it'll open up and it'll collapse again. Ethanol is horrible on the inside of fuel line.
That's what I heard. I always put the treatment in on all my gas, but and I just replaced fuel lines 2 years ago. But they told me if I'm running with ethanol, do it every 3 years, at least 3 years, and go put new lines in. So.
Because the treatment will help it with the running, but it ain't gonna help the ethanol getting in that rubber.
No, not at all. That's what I heard too.
Oh, I know, Kenny. We God, it takes me a little over half a tank to get to like today headwaters, pulling the boat. That's there and back. So yeah, that's $60 and then whatever. But we don't run as much in the boat. That's a good thing. Like Donkeyland, dude, You fire the boat up, you haul ass about 2 minutes, then you're on the trolling motor all day.
Yeah, that's a good thing. That's what's nice about my lake. I can pull out, and it's not a real big lake. I could shoot to different areas a few times. I could
Right.
fish all day and probably put 40 minutes on my main motor, if that.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
well, that's like our Yamaha now. We've had it, 3 years and all. It's got like 240 hours. I bet that freaking trolling motor's got 4,000 hours.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Yep.
Oh, Matt from Brim Bass and Beyond, he brought his what is it, Matt? A Triton something.
Mm-hmm.
Got an older Evinrude, but he's got that I call them porpoise tails, to help you get up on a plane quicker.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have seen that boy in the middle of one of them grass mats. Just shut him down. Shut him.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the hydrofoil, I think that's what they call them, hydrofoils.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets you on plane quicker. But yeah, I heard that will snag every piece of grass and weed in your lake.
Oh, he's like throwing out a damn parachute on a dragster, man. He'd hit that shit wall. And Tubby guy, every boat I own is a John boat. Every boat I've ever had is a John boat. I got a John truck. I got a John motorcycle. I got all kinds of, and every letter a woman wrote me, yes, has been a Dear John letter. Oh, look at Kenny putting 80 hours. That's fishing Okeechobee, Kenny. You make them hour runs up and down.
Yeah, I don't know if I would prefer. What do you think, John? If you were running a lake, wouldn't you just drive down to a closer dock and just launch from a dock instead of driving like the boat down through the lake? Or what do you think? Is it cheaper to drive the boat through the lake or cheaper to find a dock?
If
closer?
It wasn't for the weather, I'd take the boat because it's a hell of a lot quicker. I mean, you can zip down,
Yeah, I got you.
You run like me, 52 mile an hour, and Kenny probably running 70.
Yeah.
And you're going 30 miles, straight down the edge. But see, with my boat, man, I hate to run anywhere but Okeechobee. I'll do it like at Kissimmee. There's like 4 lakes connect together, take you all the way up to Toho.
Okay.
We're running all the way up there. Okay. But Okeechobee, you get out there in that big water and the wind come up while you're down there. Our little damn 10 boat, it could be a ride coming back.
Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, my boat, I think I top off at like 58 to 60, I think is the fastest that I had. Mine would just me on it with no equipment. But
right.
When I got the kids on a boat or whatever, I don't even full blast when the kids are on a boat. I go like 3/4 of the way. They want me to, floor it, but I say it's floored, but I don't go that fast when they're on there.
Right.
But I remember I was fishing Lake Erie a couple years ago. I was in a tournament up there, and I was riding the waves, and I was full bore, and I'm going, and I'm timing the waves, and you know how it is. You're timing everything, and I'm hitting a wave, and I'm going over one and coming down on the next one. Well, this guy come up on me. He had a 250, and I mean, he blew past me like I was standing still, and he threw the waves all off. Well, I come off a wave, and I hit smack into another wave, and I broke my battery terminals off of my batteries.
Yeah.
That's how hard I hit. I was so nervous, man. I never did that again. Like if people are around me, I'll slow down or veer off. But I was full bore and he threw off the waves and the wave came in and I hit the bow of the boat, smack dab into it. It was like I hit a brick wall and my motor just stopped.
Yeah, Kenny will vouch for me. Okeechobee being 37 miles wide and 6 foot deep.
Yeah.
You get a wind rolling, man. It not only makes big waves, the swells are what get. You can see them like when we're crappie fishing, dude. It'll get those, 3-4 footers they're not even waves, they're just rolls.
Yeah. And that's the kind where your boat goes into a swell and the water looks like it's eye level with you.
Yeah, that's when you learn. I'm sure Kenny does it. You ride the middle. You turn and go in the swell that way and come back down this way. And
yeah, I'm sure that takes some practice.
Yeah, Kenny just stuck a big fat new Mercury on it. What size is your new Mercury, Kenny? A 200, something like that. He blew his other one up and just stuck him a new one on. Like he said 80 hours ago.
Okay.
Did he buy a
brand new?
He's got a big, do what?
Did he buy brand new?
Yeah, the motor.
Wow.
His boat, I'm going to guess Skeeter, Triton, one of it's fiber. He'll tell us, but it's a nice boat. 225 is what he bought new, put on it.
Okay. Yeah, I got a Ranger and I got a 125 on mine.
Right.
You like the power pools, huh, John? The only reason why I did not get the power pools, and this is and I know you like them, and I do like them too, but it was I had to get the separate hydraulic motors for each one of them.
Right.
Do you have that set up with each one has a
Yeah.
motor?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just didn't want to put that extra weight on my boat because I didn't want to add that, so that's why I got the Talons. Does it add
Oh,
much weight or
no,
is
dude.
it
No, those pump probably don't weigh 3 pounds. Maybe it ain't nothing in there. A
really?
lot. Little. It ain't nothing but a little plastic reservoir and a size of a half a weed eater motor maybe stuck on top. It ain't much.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's why I went with the Eagle Talons, the Minn Kota Talon.
Right.
But I think my next boat that I purchase, I'll have the power pools, the blades or something on it. You know.
I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with the Talons. A lot of boats are doing it. Those guys we took crappy fishing that brought their own boat.
Yeah.
He had 15-foot Talons. I didn't know they made them that long.
Yeah, they do. I have a Talon. I think mine are 12, and I have the bracket on it where I could fold it onto the deck of the boat.
Right.
So they don't just stick up all the time. They fold down onto my
Right.
deck. And I like them. But yeah, I didn't know they made, you said it. I think I heard it on your one live or something. 15 footers. That's nice to have.
That's what he had. But
What
see
are
down
Talons?
here, poles on the back of your boat, you hit a button and they drive 2 poles in the ground and hold you still.
Oh.
Have you seen the ones on our boat, Amanda? They kind of scissor down and do it.
Kinda.
Yeah.
They kind of just unfold and stick down where a Talon is telescopic. It just
straight down.
Straight down.
Okay.
Yeah. And mine is electric. It runs off of the battery.
Right. And mine are hydraulic.
And his are hydraulics. Yeah.
But they're sweet. I mean, today in that high wind, see, I put them down, stop us, then I just barely raise them. So they're dragging in the grass. I mean, you can get you a good little creek going in a pretty good wind.
Yeah. I'm surprised you don't have the wind drift. Do you have those things that go on your things too?
It replaces the poles, so then you couldn't poke them in the ground.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's one or the t'other, man. It ain't both.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought you could connect them to it.
But to speak up for Power Pole, though, dude,
yeah,
they're ranked like the best in customer service. The bushings, they got plastic bushings on all those bolts, that work the scissoring. Send them an email, they'll send you a brand new, it's all the bolt kit. It's like $35 if you bought it. They'll send you the whole rebuild kit free of charge.
I remember, didn't you just do that? Didn't you have that? You said that?
Yeah, I do it. I just have them send me 2 kits. I change them a lot, dude.
Do you?
And then the big black pole that's on the back, the fiberglass pole.
Yeah.
Lifetime guarantee. You tweak it or anything. I mean, and I'm talking about when you get it the next day. You call them in the morning, you'll have your parts the next day.
Wow. Yeah, I'm going to get a pair. I always wanted them, but at the time, the Talon, it was blue. It looked cool, and I wanted something different. So I was like, I'm going to get the Talon. And I like it. Don't get me wrong. I like them. But my next boat will have the power pool blades probably on them.
Now, they make them like 10-footers.
Okay.
They're cool. I run 8-footers. Dude, the 10-footers look like, damn, they are so tall, which is not but, 2 feet extra, but they look so funny.
Yeah, and they do cut down on your boat speed a little bit too, don't they, when you're driving? Like mine Talon does a little bit. I dropped a couple mile an hour, like 2 or 3 mile an hour. Yeah. Because of that wind resistance a little bit. I mean, I'm not looking to break records and do whole shots and do all that. I'm not fishing tournaments, but it does, I think.
If you lose 5 pounds, you gain all that back.
I got you, John. I got you, buddy.
We, back when I built motorcycles, Harleys, and all, people, they'd come in and want to spend $1,000 to get 1 more mile an hour. I mean, they're that into it. And me and my buddy, that's what we tell them. A diet is a lot cheaper, a lot cheaper.
Yep. Yeah. Lose 5 pounds, you get 3 mile an hour.
That's it. You gain it right back, man. I'm not one to talk, but
yeah.
Oh, like I said, I just want to go. I don't care about going the fastest. I just want to go as fast as I can.
Yep.
Because Amanda, you know what? If you're not first, you know what you are, right, Amanda?
You're last.
You're last. Yeah. I tell that to my kids all the time, John, and my wife gets mad at me because when they're playing sports, I say, "Hey, if you're not first, you're last." Like after they lose a game or something, and my wife gets so mad at me, I'm like, "Hey, if you're not first, you're last."
And I'm sorry, but second place is just first loser.
I know. My wife gets mad at me.
I wonder if remember, Ted, didn't I tell you we're getting ready to start running commercials on the radio?
Yes.
Okay, my DJ buddy, he calls me, and I wanted him to talk it. You know, wrote them up in our theme song. I wanted him to do the voice part.
Okay.
He said, "Man, I can't." He said, "I already do it for this other charter and bait shop." He said, "That's like with the car dealerships. He already does it for Dodge, so he can't do the voice for the Chevrolet commercial." He goes, "But my daughter, now his daughter is the DJ at night, Taylor Marie."
Okay.
I'm like, "Cool, man. Let's have Taylor do it. That's fine with me." And now me and Billy are buddies. He goes, "John, I'm gonna tell you." He said she does the funniest hillbilly voice. He said, "I'm telling you, it'll be hilarious."
Okay.
And we got talking about it, and I was like, anybody can do a commercial, but you know, the stupid, funny ones stick in your head, right?
Yes. Yes.
All right. Let me see if I can play both of these. He did a 30-second one that plays like on Tuesdays, and then another one that'll play on Wednesday.
Okay.
But let's see if we can. Let me see if I can get this to play here. Hang on. Let me start over.
Hello, Yee.
You want to catch a big bass? How about a mess of crappie? There's a man in an old show. His mama named him John. His wife catches all the fish, but he keeps the camera on. There's a small water charter down in the Sunshine State. Check out their YouTube and Facebook pages, and you'll see what I'm talking about. They love that bass addiction.
All right, that's the first one.
That's awesome.
Wait a minute. Let me hear you. Listen how she says.
How about a mess of crappie? You want to have a great time on a few lakes you've never fished before? Small water charters will take you on a guided fishing trip to a lake that has produced some of the biggest bass you've ever seen. Headwaters Lake. I'm talking swamp donkeys, hogs, and biggins. They can also take you to Kenansville, Stick Marsh, or the Big O. Check out their YouTube and Facebook pages, and you'll see what I'm talking about. For more information, call Small Water Charters today at 863-801-0938.
What about that? Two radio
That is
commercials.
awesome. That's awesome.
Nice.
But I'm gonna play it again. I want y'all to hear how she says, "You want to catch a big bass?" And then I'm gonna hold it before I hit play.
Okay.
You want to catch a big bass? How about a crappie? You want to have a great
Dude, that cracks me up. She's like, "You want to catch a big bass?"
And she don't even talk nothing like that, does she, John?
Not exactly. I mean, I can tell it's Taylor trying to do a damn country voice.
Yeah.
Like I said, if she
that's
talked
awesome.
normal, everybody would hear it. But now you're gonna hear it, and you're gonna be, when it's over, you're gonna go, "Did she say a big bass?"
Yeah. No, that's awesome. I
Bass?
like it. I love
And
it.
does it not sound like Becca? You know, Mud Tramp. That's who it reminds me of when I hear it. Her country talk. You know, you want to catch a big bass?
Now the voice, the guy's voice on that sounds like Roland Martin to me.
Guy's voice on what?
Whenever that in the song, I know the song it's singing. That sounds like Roland Martin a little bit to me.
Yeah, that's Wayne Purvis, man. He also sings that other song that I use, the one that starts with the frogs, the Okeechobee Getaway or whatever. That's the same guy singing that.
Yeah, that sounds like Roland Martin to me a little bit.
Okay, well, there's some new people. Let's see if I can play the Roland video again now.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me. You can't play nothing without touching. Here we go.
Hey, keep it retro, Chris.
Yeah, I sent that to old Retro Man, and he sent back what with big capital letters and all.
Oh, he was excited.
Oh yeah, like I said, I got him to sign that lure. Roland said he thinks that lure was from 1970.
Wow.
It's got a picture of Roland on it, dude, and he's younger than all of. I mean, he's a young man on there.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Got to take the H out. The H out of what? Hell, I thought it was James. No, Dark 30. James wrote it. That's Wayne Purvis. You saw the guy singing it in the video. That's his band playing it.
Yeah.
What's up,
China.
Rob?
Shiner's in here. What's up,
Man,
Shiner
that's what
guy?
you got to do, Ted, when you come down to visit. We'll go up here to, it's called Good Spirits. They have like the big tiki bar. I mean, it's like a gymnasium-sized tiki bar and the bar in there.
Yeah.
Wayne plays up there all the time. His band, he is like the town's favorite. Whenever Wayne in the Redneck, what is it? It's in my videos. The Redneck Crazy Band.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, they pack the place. People
Yeah,
get
that's
in there
awesome.
before the band starts and stays till it's over.
That's awesome. Yeah, I
pretty
can't
cool.
wait to get down there.
Oh, I'm ready to walk in. I'm gonna have it when we walk in with people. I can kind of look over at the band and be like, "Send him a beer," and they'll play the Small Water Charter song.
That's awesome.
What is Yee talking about? Oh, okay, LOL, Big Jeff. Oh, Yee. Man, we had a great time with Yee and Matt down here. But you may have heard me say, I was so disappointed in Yee. He wasn't near as crazy as I thought he was. He's actually dull and quiet. I probably got more aggravated at him because he wouldn't say nothing than him saying something.
Yeah, I would have thought he would have been
around you.
Yeah, maybe.
Except the last night coming back from Headwaters, he starts texting me. You know, they're in the vehicle behind us. I mean, he's just talking shit, texting. And finally, I had Lindy write, "You know, John's driving, and this is me answering, right?" Oh, he got kind of quiet then. Oh, they was asking where was the booby bar at and all this. And Lindy is like, "I don't know." And he was just running that mouth.
Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, I wouldn't think Yee being too quiet. So I would have expected him to be wild and crazy when he was down there with you.
And the other thing flipped me out is that Matt's voice is probably twice as deep as mine.
Really?
I'd be out here in the garage like I'm sitting now looking and doing something. And he would walk out and go, "What are you doing?" And dude, I would absolutely jump. Maybe it's because I've never heard another deep voice. I don't know. It just freaked me out. You know?
Yeah.
I'd look around like, what the heck? Oh, what are we talking about? Lithium. Lithium won't matter with my fat butt in the boat. What are we talking about?
The lithium batteries, the light ones.
Oh, lithium can actually slow a boat down by removing too much weight. Doesn't let the bow lift. Kenny, your damn gut don't let the damn. No, excuse me. Your gut lifts the bow. You put a damn buffalo in the front, and you get her up on a plane. Ted, have I ever told you a story how I met Kenny, Chatterbait Kenny?
No.
Fishing Donkey Land.
Okay.
You know, there's several boats out there. We go around the end of this grass bed, and there was a little pocket in the grass. And as me and Lindy went by it, dude, a freaking tank ran out there and slammed my swim bait, but I couldn't. I mean, you could tell it was eruption.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't get it to bite, so we go on down. You know, we're fishing. We're going to move around the lake. So I tell Lindy, I was like, we're going to stop up there and hit that hole one more time on the way out of here. Because I know she was like, uh-oh, did I mess my camera up? I was like, I know she's laying out there. Hang on, let me fix my camera. Nope, that didn't do it. Anyway, so I decided I'm going to go by that hole again.
Okay.
I look up. Chatterbait Kenny's up there. He's fishing probably 50, 60 yards from that hole. I'm fixing it. I'm trying to talk and fix it. So Lindy says, "You going to go hit it?" I was like, "Yeah, they ain't that close. I'm going to slide in there and I'm going to hit that hole." And like I said, they're up from it. We come in, I ease in there. And Kenny is my witness. Like the first cast, dude, I caught a 6 pound something. We get him in, look at him, take a picture. I throw him out. I sail it back out there again and call it 8-8.
Wow.
I get that one in. We take pictures. I throw it out the third time and call like a 4 pounder.
Okay.
Got done. They wouldn't bite. We sat down in the boat. As we rolled by Kenny, I just, we're gone.
Uh-huh.
Months goes by. Maybe a month or two goes by. We're in the parking lot. I happen to look up, and this dude is coming across the parking lot. I mean, he's got that "I'm coming to talk to you" look about it. You know what I'm like? Oh, shit.
Yeah. Like,
I wasn't sure. I couldn't tell if it was the "I'm coming to talk to you" or "I'm coming to talk." I wasn't sure. And Kenny's a big old boy. He comes tromping around that parking lot, comes over to me. He goes, "You remember me?" I was like, "No." He said, "I'm the guy I watched you catch those 3 fish in the back." I said, "I remember you." And
That's awesome.
We've been buddies ever since.
That's awesome.
And what's funny is he told Doc the story, and Doc hadn't told me Kenny's version of that same story.
Uh-huh.
But I think there are some FUs and some bitches in it somewhere. I think his version is probably a little funnier.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Rated
R version.
Whoa. Oh. Lindy, Lindy will be so happy to see that. Do you know what that is? What that has to do with anything there, Ted?
I would say somebody put glitter in a card or an envelope, and somebody opened it and got it everywhere.
Lindy mailed Buck his winnings from the giveaway, and I went in there and she goes, "Look," and it was loaded. I was like, "Get him, baby."
Yep, my
So tell us,
sisters
Buck.
do that to me.
Buck, how much glitter went everywhere?
That's funny.
Yeah, he's right. He beat us the first day. They had a couple more than us, but from there it was over. Remember, Lindy is on my team, so yeah, we put it to him after that.
Well, you were guest there, Yee, so they had to give you one day.
Oh yeah, we let them lead the way. But no, they did good, dude. They did good. They fished hard. Like I said, that's why I didn't really have a video because they brought their own boat and they were kind of fishing. You know what video I had was like, that's Yee and Matt way over there.
Yeah, you sent me that one picture. You were videoing them, that little short video you gave me of them.
Yeah.
Were they throwing what you guys were throwing too, or were they throwing their own lures?
Their own lures. Fishing was so hard the first day, Yee broke out his damn Ned rig and caught a couple back there just dipping them in holes.
Okay.
But is James in here? I hadn't even looked to see if. Anyway, Matt, what was that thing you kept staring at the whole time? Your damn what's the thing that looks for fish out in front of the boat? The new thing.
The live scope.
Yeah, he was trying to stare at that thing the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
He got in there with the tilapias, man, and he was like, "Dude, there are big fish going everywhere in here." I was like, "Oh, I'm sure they are." His is active target.
Okay, active target.
Look at that. You got to vacuum all the glitter out of his
That's funny.
Funny.
My sisters do that to me all the time. Now they do it to my kids. And when my kid's opening up a card for my sister, I'm like, wait, stop. Go out in the yard and do it.
Dude, I love those videos where the guys build the glitter bombs for porch pirates.
Mm-hmm.
And
they just poof.
And that thing just keeps on spitting stuff out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Joe, that's a kangaroo. It's a wallaby.
No.
That is a big animal right there.
He's only a puppy.
I see that. What kind of dog is that, Amanda?
A big
He's
one.
a bull, big one. A bull mastiff pit bull.
He's pretty.
She just practicing for JV. Sit on her lap.
He's already 104 pounds. I don't think I can deal with JV sitting on me.
Welcome, Mr. Johnny Small Pepper. I hadn't seen you around lately.
Yeah, Johnny's back.
Oh, Daddy Duck said it was a koala. No, that's a hell of a lot bigger than a damn koala.
Yeah.
I told you, Buck, it's a wallaby.
It's not a wallaby.
A wallaby.
He's not a wallaby.
No, you didn't, Yee. Yee. We won last day too, didn't we? No, Yee. And I think one day y'all counted a damn bowfin and something else, didn't you?
You got a nice size bowfin that one video, John. How big was that one? 6 pounds?
Oh, that was the latest one. The biggest one Lindy caught like a few months ago. It was like 12 something.
Wow, that's a big bowfin.
Dude, I thought she had the 13-pound bass on. It come up with a water grass, and in the video, dude, you can see me jump down there. And you know how I can grab a fish like a damn osprey, I'll snatch it. Dude, I was halfway into snatching, and it kind of come out of the grass. I was like,
like, whoa. Yeah, my buddy did that. We were in a bass tournament, and he had a frog on, and we were getting, we're catching bass in the weeds and stuff. And this fish come up and nailed it, man. And he was, I got one. I netted it, and he reached down in there, and he jumped back, and I'm like, oh, it's a bowfin. And just dump it out of the net. Get it out of there.
And
What's
Gator.
wrong with the bowfin?
There's Lindia. She's made it.
Lindy. No, you lost.
And that's right. And dude, they played the multi-day pool tournament. Like the first night, Lindia was tired. No, Yee won a couple. That last night here, Lindia just said,
lit him up.
I'll send you home today. It was like game after game after game. That's right, Bob. You watch I'm a guide, man. A largemouth bass get close to the boat. I can snatch that son of a gun like an osprey.
Oh yeah, Amanda. The bowfin are like I'm going to say like a snakehead sort of fish. Are you aware of snakeheads or anything like that?
Yeah.
It's a big, long catfish with hellacious pit bull teeth.
Yes.
It's a long fish, but they got some. Yeah,
And they hit like a bass. I think they hit like a bass, but they're like a catfish with teeth, exactly like John said.
Yeah, they're big hunters. I mean, they're like probably the most biggest hunter in the lake. I mean,
Yeah, they're
they're
vicious.
on the move.
Yeah.
I'll be right. I'll be fine.
Oh, I can lip them there, Shiner guy. But yeah, I get a client out there and he finally gets a big fish to the boat. Oh,
You got to get them in.
I'll go ahead. I'd go head first after it
Mhm.
if I had to.
Now, do you use a net a lot with your clients, John? Do you net them all of them for them? I know you tried. Do you try to or no?
Me and Lindy net more by ourselves if we know it's a giant.
Okay.
But usually, if it's a client, 2 people, he can get it near the boat. Like I said, I got it. All you gotta do is get that fish somewhere in that general area. I got it, man.
Yeah, I hear you.
It does, Shiner. Feels like you hooked a Buick. When Lindy caught that 12-pounder. What was that?
She said hi, Lindy.
Hi, Lindia.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you, John.
What's up, Gio?
Keep going, John. It's okay, John.
Talk English. Quit talking Australian. I don't understand you.
Well, that's not my problem. It sounds like a you problem, John, not a me problem.
Oh, it's not a me problem. I was reading what Buck said. It's a bowfin is a long, ugly, smelly thing with a mouthful of daggers.
Yeah. And they tear up your baits. I know that. They tear up all my Spro frogs and live target frogs.
Oh, they'll bend a spinner bait. Just
yep.
Useless. So many people here, these old timers, they say kill them when you bring them in there. And dude, if I can't get a client on a freaking big bass, if he'll jump on a 10-pound bowfin, it's still a win.
Yep.
What I mean?
Oh yeah. Yep.
We caught a couple gar the other day, crappie fishing, man. You talk about stink.
Yeah, they're pretty nasty fish, ain't they?
I messed with some stinky fish, but I got that one off the hook. And this is no lie. When I edited the video like the next day, I told Lindy when I got to that clip, dude, I could smell it. I could smell it. It was bad.
Muskie are like that too. Muskie have that real bad odor. You caught muskie when you do that. When I catch them, they're on you for a day or two.
Oh, Lee Evans, you stay up in here. You will get some success rubbing off on you. It'll be all over you.
There you go.
What did Rob say? I netted my 10-pound, 3 attempts, almost lost her. Oh, yeah, if it gets close to the boat and I can tell it's over 8 pounds, I'm screaming, get the net, get the net. I don't take, which I've lipped, if you watch videos, I've grabbed a couple Lindias over 8 pounds, just snatch it. But
yeah, yep.
Depends on the mood, If I got time to get the net, I'll get the net.
Yeah, I think a lot of the times too, John, if you have somebody in the boat with you that's not and I believe in netting, you need some experience in netting because a lot of people will stab at the fish,
right,
and then they get that hook lodged in the netting with the fish outside the net and they come off. I think lipping, like you said, growing in there and grabbing them yourself is a little more safer in some areas, sometimes than it is netting them.
Right, by yourself, dude. If I was by myself, both of them are tough.
Yeah.
Holding that rod back and trying to get down there.
Yeah.
So like with me and Lindy, I'd let her go down there and just snatch it.
Yeah, that's probably the safest thing to do.
That's it, Rob. And sometimes if you're by yourself and you ain't got time to get that net, just get it. Hell, I'll boat flip it if it gets close to the boat. Y'all know that. I ain't scared to break a rod. I will do it. Look at the yee. Oh,
I seen it.
And you thought Scott Martin was a wise man. Look at you.
Just part of the wardrobe.
Oh, what is snow, Lee Evans?
Oh, it is. I didn't even look outside yet. But I'm going to have to probably get off here in about a minute or two, John. I got to go. I'm at work right now. I was on lunch, so.
Very cool. And snow is just ones backward.
Ones backwards.
Well, somebody else jump up here if Ted's going to roll out on me.
Yeah, man, I got to roll out. I got to go back to work till 11:30 tonight, John.
Amanda's smoking that damn Australian Mexican cabbage. She can't be on camera. She can't hear me apparently either.
All right, John. Hey, it was
See you,
awesome to
Ted.
be up here, man. Thank you very much for having me.
Oh, dude, no
Stay
problem.
safe.
Thanks for talking.
Yeah, man. See you,
Yep.
Lindia. I wish she was up here too, but next time I'll get up. I hope she's there, and
I'm
I'll
sure
see you guys.
she's in the house somewhere. I heard her walk through. She's
Okay.
handling her business.
Well,
See
you guys
Ted.
have a great night. Take it easy.
Yep. So who's gonna jump up here next on the Wheel of Fortune? Bum 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 bum. What'd you lip and mounted there, Daddy Duck? You talking about your prom night? I think I mentioned you today, Daddy Duck, in the video. I think it was today I caught one and said something about it going into grease. Something about Daddy Duck had done put you into grease or something. So I did bring that up. Oh, yeah, you call her Lydia.
I'm back.
Hello, Amanda.
Hi.
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 So what made you dye your hair magenta or whatever you said?
I've been wanting to do it for ages, like a few years, but the ex would never let me. So once I kind of broke up with him, I started dyeing my hair.
He was a smart guy.
Nope, he was an ass. Putting it politely.
Oh, fried fish is good, Daddy Duck. He ain't afraid to eat fried fish.
Push.
Fish with your mush. So have you had any more travel plans yet, Amanda? Have you heard any news on what's going to happen? Or
Nah, yes and no. Won't be for, yeah. There's things that need to be taken care of, and other things as well. So
yeah,
not in the next, few months, maybe 3,
3 months.
maybe
It won't be
4.
long.
It's too long though, John. I don't want to be here.
And I'm sure when you decided you want to go, I'm like that. When I've decided I want to go somewhere, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've done counted to 3. It's time to roll.
I've counted 8 months and I still haven't rolled. I still won't be rolling for another 3 months, maybe more. It's getting frustrating.
It'll be worth the wait.
It is, and it will, but it's hard being 16,000 Ks away from the person you love. Just go down the street and catch up with him, or, drive 4 hours to go see him. It's
Oh, I'm sure.
30 hours on a plane.
Well, that makes me feel bad for taking advantage of me having mine right beside me. Then I need to appreciate that more.
Exactly.
There you
do.
go. You've taught a lesson
Exactly.
today. There you go.
Oh, wow.
You
I taught a lesson today.
you taught a lesson today, Amanda.
I feel smart, John.
Give me a couple minutes. I'll bring you back down.
Okay.
Why was the green pepper bad at archery?
I don't know.
Think about it. Why was the green pepper bad at archery? He didn't have an arrow. Did I bring you back down now? Did I bring you back down? See, that's my job. I build you up and I bring you back down.
You're so good at it. You're so good at it.
See, and Daddy Duck probably knows I'm kind of like a drill instructor in the Marine Corps. You got to tear you completely down before we can. But I do it backwards. See, I build you up, then tear you down. I think they tear you down, then build you back up. So,
Either way,
whose name
Either
was
way.
Jake?
the habanero.
Oh, the pepper, because his name was Jake. That must mean Jay couldn't hit a broadside of a barn door from the inside. Oh, Buck, you're way late. I done laid the habanero long ago. You're slow. Louisiana, damn internet.
Yep. Yep.
Buck, why don't you jump? That's who needs to jump up here, Uncle Buck. I'm sure you have glitter all over you, so come up here and glitter for us.
I can't wait to come and meet you and Lindia, though.
Oh, we're just like you
Fishing.
see us on the internet. That's what Matt said. He said we were exactly like you think. Except I'm shorter. I'm
It'd be
shorter.
nice to actually see you face to face, not
It would be nice.
computer
It would
screen.
be nice to see you. I want to see if you look Australian in person.
I look like what I'm looking like now.
Well, not really. I think I see you reversed, don't I? Technically.
Technically, yes. Yeah.
What's up,
Hey, Jeremy?
Jeremy? Oh, Britton. Welcome, welcome. You know, they say you never really know what you look like. You only know the way your mind perceives it. You know?
That's why I don't like photos.
You know, everybody looks at art different, so everybody kind of looks at you different. So,
Yes. Yes, very true, John. Very true.
very true. See, I just taught you something.
You did. Well done.
We're good, Jeremy. I'm trying to get people come up and talk. I'm up here solo. Mama's laid up in there. We fished hard today. Then she got her belly full, so I'm sure she's about whooped.
No, I am not bringing a kangaroo, so don't even think about it.
Yes, a kangaroo under one arm and a koala bear under the other. And she better have a damn big knife on her, because I'm going to ask her, is that a knife? No, this is a knife. Look at Puddle Walker. Don't say a word. He just sits in the back and lurks, and then got to come off with that. He's just showing off he knew how to spell philosophical.
Philosophical.
There we go. Buck, Gary Glitter. Dun, 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 dun. Hey! Dun, dun. Lindy, if you're watching this, you might have missed it. Buck was really excited about the glitter he got. Next time, we're going to try to make it smell like cheap perfume, too.
Why don't you just send him JV's dirty sock?
When I said I wanted somebody to come up, I didn't know he's going to have to go to the very bottom of the barrel and scratch around in the bottom of that barrel to pull this up. Look at that mullet right there. What's up, mullet man?
What's up?
That's right, Rob. I was going to make it smell like cheap perfume. It'd be covered in glitter and smell like cheap perfume. Oh, Daddy Duck, I thought of you today. Our local radio station plays a syndicated fishing show. You know, it's from all over the country. They played it this morning, and they ran a damn Bojangle commercial during it. We don't have Bojangle. Oh, did I make Jake mad? Jake! I was coming back to you. Jake!
Jake!
I didn't mean you were actually the bottom of the barrel. Kind of stuck to the side, maybe. Hey, Ashley and Justin. He's going to try again. Hello. He's trying, but it's a blank screen. It just says Jake. There's nobody home.
Oh.
There he is.
Sorry about that.
What's up, Jake?
I had some technical difficulties. First time I've ever been on my phone doing this.
Oh. Let me take that down so we can see your fine mug there.
Yeah.
Oh, Jeremy, you're not the bottom either. That's a mullet. Your mullet's growing there, man.
Yeah, I cut it off a little bit. It was like getting like really too long at one point, so I just cut it off 2 or 3 inches.
You need to
Not
pull it back
too
in a
sure.
ponytail. Pull it back in a ponytail.
I'll pass on that.
Yeah.
Or just shave it off.
My barber said if I miss a turkey this year, I might have to cut it off. So I miss
Your
a turkey.
barber. Jake,
Not
you
my
ain't got a barber. I bet your
Yeah.
mom cut your hair.
No, I'll fly him. Nah, he's pretty high price, $11 per cut.
Well, hell,
Well, cut it off.
You ain't getting much cut.
Yeah. No, that guy cuts my hair. My dad took hunting his whole entire life.
She's lurking in the chat, Ashley. We just got in from fishing. I mean, minutes before 8 o'clock. She went and had her dinner. So she's in the house somewhere. I saw her in the chat a while ago, so she's probably watching.
Lindia.
How cold is it where y'all are at right now?
What, Jake?
How cold is it where y'all are at right now?
Oh, it's not cold, but tomorrow night it's supposed to drop 40 degrees tomorrow night.
It was 60 degrees today. It's supposed to get down to 34 and snow 3 to 6 inches.
I'm
That's like
sitting at
right now,
88.
Right now it's 71, but tomorrow it's going to be 84 during the day and drop to 41 tomorrow night.
Y'all be hurting.
That's great, but Sunday it goes 70, 56, Monday 75, 60, then back to 82, 82, 86, 87, 86, 84. So
That's about how it is over here. Here in Kentucky, it'll drop 50 degrees one night and then get back up.
Wait a minute. I got a text message from Doc. Let's see if I can see it. He said they even have Trump water at Trump's house.
Oh, fancy.
That's pretty fancy.
That's fancy.
You know when you got your name on a water bottle. That's
Jake, were you not in here a while ago when I played our radio commercials?
right. I don't know. I might have. No, I don't.
I'll take that as a no.
Okay,
Play it
Jake,
again, John. Play it again.
I only played 2 things that had music on it, and if you didn't hear that, then you missed it.
No, I didn't.
She's not cooking, Ashley. I actually think she said she was going for beefaroni tonight, I believe.
The what?
Beefaroni.
Oh,
beefaroni. Amanda, don't you tell me you don't know what beefaroni is.
No.
Do y'all have like ravioli, Chef Boyardee ravioli?
Yeah.
Okay, it's a beefaroni. It's a can. It's made by the same people make ravioli. It's like noodles and tomato and hamburger meat. It's just like a can. Oh no, wait a minute. She's making, and see, I lied. She's actually made banquet pot pies instead of the beefaroni.
Oh.
Ashley, that is a funny question. It makes me laugh because Doc's not here. He's at Donald Trump's house.
Going to visit Donald Trump.
Oh, Donald Trump. What is shepherd's pie, Shiner? Is it like a sheep and a big old crooked stick?
No, it's like minced veggies gravy with mashed potato on the top with cheese and breadcrumbs. And then you put it in the oven and you bake it.
How do you know that, Amanda?
Because I love shepherd's pie and we have shepherd's pie in Australia.
Look here, Puddle Walker. See, Greg, we got a lot in common. He is all over beefaroni.
I still don't know what beefaroni is. I wouldn't eat it either.
It's you know what I mean by canned ravioli and the canned spaghetti and meatballs, by Chef Boyardee. It's the same thing except they use like macaroni noodles and it's got like some meat and salt. It's like, dude, it all tastes the same. Ravioli, SpaghettiOs, and beefaroni taste the same. Like Mexican food. They just make it a different way. It's the same stuff.
Okay, John. Okay.
You got to get into it here.
Bye. Trying. See you, Jake. Nice to meet you.
Oh, did Jake leave?
Yeah.
I missed it. I was in the middle of beefaroni.
He had to go.
Okay, let's get back to the shepherd's pie. What is a shepherd's pie?
basically you cook mince. You can put veggies in it, like carrots, peas, and corn, and you got like a gravy you mix in there. Some people put pastry on the bottom. I don't. You just put it in a casserole dish, and then you do
All
your
right.
mashed potato. Put mashed potato on the top.
I see you in the basement. I see you. Amanda. Go ahead. Finish your shepherd's pie.
And then you sprinkle your cheese, and some people put breadcrumbs, and then you put your herbs and spices on the top, and you put it in the oven just so the cheese melts,
Right.
and then you pull it out. And
Okay.
then, and yeah.
I got to stop you. We got somebody in the basement, and I'm scared he's going to run off. He may not know I hear him. Ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen, boys and girls, we talked about him earlier today. The one and only, bump, 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 Retro Bassin.
Oh,
What's going on, guys?
What's up, Chris?
How's the audio tonight? I got my new setup I'm working on.
Oh, you're doing great. It sounds good.
Nice. Well, happy Friday, everybody.
Dude, tell me, Chris, what did you think of the video when I sent it? Were you expecting that? Were you expecting that when you saw it was a video?
No, I wasn't. That was wild. Yes, I had to zoom in. I had to freeze it and look at him holding the old lure. So did he remember the lure? That's what I want to know.
Yes, he said that was around 1970, he thought.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, he signed the back of it. On the back of it, it says,
I saw
Chris. It says, Chris, keep it retro. Roland Martin.
Oh, that is too funny. So did you see him on Headwaters today?
Oh, yeah. And I told you next time, I texted him already and said, hey, Roland, I got this. I want you to sign. He's like, no problem, when I see him. Well, the last couple of times we went, we saw him throwing his cast net. I couldn't get over there quick enough and all. But today, me and Lindy were fishing, and I'm not lying, dude. Over the wind, all of a sudden we heard, Sean. We get looking around. He was a couple hundred yards upwind fishing. So we kept working that way, and we rolled right in on him.
Oh, that is too cool. That is wild.
But Retro, while you're here, look, Mr. Geo Outdoors, that's the man that just won your giveaway. And
well,
his
little care pack just got put in the mail today. So we got some old school gold in there and a hat and a sticker and some other stuff. So that is on its way up to Pennsylvania.
Sweet. But yeah, when that giveaway started and I told him that we had a retro package, he wrote first thing. And we got a question. Hey, Retro Bassin, do you buy vintage lures on eBay?
I used to, but I kind of ruined my own hobby with that, to be honest with you. Because now if I'm going to buy something, I got to kind of do the episode first. Otherwise, it's too late.
Amanda, you've probably never watched Retro's channel, have you?
no. Sorry.
He fishes collects them, but he only fishes with vintage fishing rods, vintage lures, vintage clothes. I mean, he wears nothing.
You probably
but
never had a rod that short on the boat, have you?
No, I've never seen a pistol grip rod on our boat. But I mean, he fishes with everything. Like, how old were them lures we were fishing when you came out? 30, 40
we had the one, which is from the year that I graduated high school, right?
Yeah, 96 was one of them.
I will say to this day, I've never seen anybody fish a Johnson Silver Minnow as a surface bait. That was pretty cool.
And I caught a fish on it.
Have you got a 1986 lure?
We've got some old ones we fish with for sure.
He has a bunch.
Yeah, I'm working on, you can see here the studio. I'm kind of doing a little revamp. So trying to get like this little streaming area here, little like sort of a tackle shop area there. And then there's the normal studio over that way.
Right. Yes, Anti, you need to go check it. Anybody that doesn't have Retro, how about somebody run his link if you would? But it's a great channel. It's got me hooked. I mean, he loves Bill Dance. He likes Roland Martin, but now if I give him a Bill Dance autograph, he'd probably come unglued. But
I'm still trying to weasel my way into Bill Dance's studio. That hadn't happened yet.
Hey, I'm weaseling my way to Roland Martin's house, man. I'm working it. He got talking today with us about turkey hunting. So as soon as we got off the water, I sent him a text. Don't forget, if you need somebody to tag along turkey hunting.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, wait a minute. My dad used to guide, and I've been selling his old vintage collector lures for him.
Nice.
Yeah, Retro, I'll show you them pictures. That guy come over and give me, well, actually the old bass behind me and all those lures, man. Those are some great lures.
Yeah, the garage is looking pretty on point.
It is. It's. I got it going back there. So how's
So
your?
were you guys blown out? Because our weather in Texas has been a little bit rough. Past couple weeks, it's been cold, windy, and
Dude, ours is starting tonight. Tomorrow the high is 84. Tomorrow night's low, so that's before midnight, is 41.
okay.
So in one day we're dropping 40 some degrees, but then the next day it goes back up in the 70s, and the next day it's back in the 80s. So, but today it was like 88. See you, Joe. Today was beautiful. We caught I think Lindy caught 13 or 14, and I caught 9 at Headwaters.
Nice. So I saw a picture of Roland with a big old fish.
Dude, Roland today told us they were fishing shiners. Their 5 biggest with them 2 guys that chartered him were like 43 or 44 pounds.
He put one on, I think it was on the Facebook. It was a monster.
Yeah, they had a couple.
It was a new picture, but he said it was Headwaters.
Yeah, that's where he was. That's where we talked to him. So when he took that picture is when he signed your thing today.
That's awesome.
And it's pretty cool. We separated from him and we go on down through here fishing, and we were way down there. I hear you Roland yell, "John, we got one on." I looked up and the guy in the back was reeling. They were throwing swim baits and dragging about 3 bobbers with shiners behind the boat, just dragging them. And that's where they were catching the bass, were on the shiners. Who got a 12, Rob? Roland, I bet he did earlier. Those guys today had like a couple 8s and something. It's pretty cool, man. We got to roll. I got probably 10 feet from Roland. He pulls up to us, and if I'm lying, I'm dying. I hope it's on my GoPro. Roland's got his rod in his hand. He looks at Lindy and goes, "Look, I got one of them baits on here you gave me." He had a damn bruiser big jerk behind his chatterbait.
Oh, that's too wild.
Yeah, you told me that story, Boxy. Roland called to find out some info up there. That's how I got to know him. I was his Donkeyland connection. And see, I got him today too, Chris. We're out there. I looked at Roland. I was like, "Oh, we've been catching some jumbos at Donkeyland the last couple of days. I guarantee by Monday we're gonna see Roland at Donkeyland." Oh, Gio, he's a nut, man. I mean, he's like I tell people, you ought to hear him talk when he's not on camera, because Forever Son, there's probably an F-bomb in there. But yeah, it was cool. We rolled up, and it's funny. We went to film that, and he kept saying it wrong. Or no, he was signing it. And I said, "Just right. Keep it retro, Chris." He looked at me and goes, "I already wrote Chris first." I said, "Well, then write Chris, keep it retro."
That's perfect.
Yeah, I was so excited. I couldn't wait. We weren't even out of sight from him when I texted to you.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, wait a minute. There's no way.
Yeah. Oh, I knew you was gonna. You probably thought when you saw it, like, "Oh shit, a big fish picture."
I bet he told you can't fish that top water on braid, huh?
No, he didn't. He got to put a straw on it. Remember, that's his new thing he learned. Did I tell you that one? Oh yeah, I'm talking to him about the braid getting in the prop, and I saw Roland. He super glued his one time and made it stiff. Right.
Yep.
So I'm bragging to Roland. I was like, "Yeah, man, I saw your super glue tip." He goes, "I don't do that anymore." He said, "Not Ott Defoe. Who's the other young fisherman? Got the lisp. Real popular." Anyway, I'll tell you his name in a minute when I quit thinking of it. But he told him to cut about a 2-inch piece of a coffee straw and put it over your line. I was like, "Dude, that's brilliant." Just slide through your line and then tie it to that prop blade, and it's going to keep your line, back away from the prop.
Okay.
And that little piece of coffee straw is not good. Have a little piece of red on the front of it may help the fishing.
Yeah, because you had about 2 casts with that. That was the Diamond Rattler, and that
Right,
thing was
that's the
all
one.
tangled up.
Yeah, that's the one he signed today. Jacob Wheeler, that's it, Ashley. Jacob Wheeler taught him the coffee straw. She's so smart. He has the lisp. Yeah, I know. I couldn't remember it. I don't mean that negatively, but that's how I know him apart. So have you been fishing any, Chris?
No, I've been working too much and traveling, so no, I have not. I got some boat maintenance to do. I got to switch out a trolling motor to get it going, and hopefully next couple weeks I'll get out there before spring is over.
What's wrong with the trolling motor?
Hey, Lydia. It was like everything melted down there. One day, all of a sudden, me and Bluetooth Brandon were out there, and we lost high gear. And the next day, I just lost it altogether. I had to film like 3 episodes with no trolling motor, just rowing around. So I finally got to look in there. There's some sort of electrical fire or something. But anyway, it's a 45, and I want to get like a 65 because
now this may be a dumb question.
You can't use a gas power on, and I need a little bit more juice than the 45 will do.
Now, this may be a dumb question, but was it a retro trolling motor or a new trolling motor?
If you could find there's certain things you just can't find in a retro format, trolling motor. Some things maybe you don't want to, like an engine, stuff like that.
Oh, man, I can hook you up probably with both. Dude, we live in Okeechobee. There's every yard around here has a pile of trolling motors and motors in it. Like, where's my, just wait right there. Oh. See this part I scavenged off an old motor?
Look at that.
That's the old Mercury shield, on the front of an old Merc.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still in great, still got the damn pad on. Whoa, Richard, I got something else to show you too. Damn you.
Oh, just don't move, everyone. Don't move.
Wow, look at that. The Dr. Juice, which they still make today, the Roland Martin kit.
Now, look what's still in it.
What do you think menhaden oil smells like from 1982, huh?
Look at that. The bath chow. The food you're supposed to throw out and chum up your water before you fish it, still in it. And this is probably the best part. And this is still the damn book is in it.
Yeah.
There's no juice, but I got the book.
I've got to figure out. So Dr. Juice, they still sell that. I don't know who Dr. Juice was. He was on the cover of all his sets back in the day. I was a little more of a smelly jelly kind of guy. Coming from the Northeast, you could get away with something like that.
When I send you your package, or that's got the lure in it, here's another thing I'm going to send you because I think you have the sign in your studio. Do you not have that?
An old heading, yeah.
Dude, that's
what's that? Oh, that's a nice heading box, old school.
Is that the right lure in it? Hang on.
I'll pull that thing out. So that looks like a heading tad poly. Nice black shore minnow color. Yeah.
With paperwork.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's going in the retro box. That's coming to your house, Mr. Retro.
Nice.
But don't you have that? Don't you have
I
that
do have a head box somewhere in the studio, but it's not I think mine's like a reissue.
Right, but you have the sign, right? I thought you had the metal sign.
I've got some stickers and decals. I don't think I actually have a head and sign. I was looking. Head and stuff's tough to find. Head and stuff and Rebel stuff. There's collectors who are like kind of scoop up everything you ever see on the eBay.
Check out the old Shakespeare.
So is that a mouse?
I don't know. There's nothing in this one. It's just an empty box.
Yeah, that might be like a mouse.
And then we have a L&S Bait Company, Clearwater, Florida.
A little meter lure action, yeah.
L&S Panfish Master. It's like a jointed bait in there.
Yeah, so that was Harold LeMaster, and they made a couple different baits. They had one called the Bass. It was the Bass one. They had one that obviously mostly known for redfish and trout these days. But yeah, look at that. So do you think that thing floats or sinks?
It's a floater, I believe. Maybe I don't know. It feels kind of dense, like maybe.
It does feel a little dense, right?
Yeah. See what the plastic did though? It turned kind of a chalky white.
Yeah, I scuffed that off. But yeah, it's a nice metal lip on there.
Yeah. Wait a minute. A genuine. What does that say?
Oh, that's the Dowiag. What's that? The
Yeah, that's the heading.
Yep.
What is that word?
I'm not from Michigan, so I'm not sure, or Wisconsin, or wherever it's.
Dowagiac. Dowagiac.
There's got to be somebody in the chat who knows how to pronounce that.
Somebody will know what a Dowagiac is.
I just was able to pronounce Rebel correctly last week. So.
Rob, you got people sending me pictures now. Well, hang on. There we go.
Yep. Okay. So I see an old school Head and Zara Spook and a Head and Torpedo, and that looks like the real old one because you see the line tile on that head. It's right off the nose, and not sort of just a little bit underneath. That's an older model in the yellow shore minnow.
Right. Yeah, that's Shiner guy that's in here.
Nice.
Man, that's why I like you coming in. Everybody can damn bring. That's what we need to do. Retro, we need to do that. Like once a month, we need to make a Friday night. Well, I talked about doing a game show night. You know, make some kind of game show.
We do need to do a game. Let me show you something I picked up recently.
All right.
So I'm doing an episode tomorrow, kind of talking about what I want to do for future episodes.
Right.
So I recently picked up a trivia game, and I'll show it to you. But you could totally play a live stream game of this. Let me get it real quick.
Yeah. But I'm thinking we're going to make a Stump the Retro Guy night. You know, people can come up with their couple old lures and try to stump Retro.
So this is Babe Winkleman's Fishing Trivia, and it's a board game.
Right.
But it's like test your fishing knowledge. So I was looking at it, and I immediately like swung and missed on every question there was. But you could totally do a little live stream.
Right. Does it have the answer?
Yes, I picked it up. It's got a game board here.
That's really cool.
And then you've got to answer like different questions that it's got.
Yeah, that's really cool. Well, just give us an example of a question.
Yeah, let's see here. So if it's the question, the answer. Let's see. But yeah, the wildest thing. What is a dipsy?
A dipsy?
Dipsey.
Is that like a damn flag for ice fishing?
So, then you go back to what is a dipsy?
Yeah, you got to tell us the answer.
A dipsy is a sinker.
A sinker?
A sinker. I did not know that.
I'd have never known that was a dipsy.
Yeah, and then there's different ones about now. Babe Winkleman being a northern angler, a lot of this has sort of a northern flair.
A lot of these guys are from up north, so it would work.
Mustad fishing hooks were originally made in what country?
Germany.
41. Let's check it out.
Ah,
Norway.
never got that one. Now you see
we
what
should totally play this game now.
we should. We need to get like some prizes, you know, and stuff.
You could get some people. We could do like a proper round of Babe Winkleman's trivia and just embarrass everybody.
Yeah, I agree. That's some fun. You see what Puddle Walker's put up on screen? His prize vintage lure is a 1956 Firetail Sonic.
Yeah, so that's a neat one. So that Sonic is sort of like the precursor to the lipless crankbait. And the Firetail had like a little bill and then the tail itself. But sort of the same principle, just a really tight wiggling bait. I think that thing sunk, I'm pretty sure. It was a sinking bait, like a rattle trap, you know.
Right.
Like a what?
See, guys, this is what I told you about Retro. All you got to do is bring up a lure, and he knows everything about it.
God, I could fake it till I make it, so.
You kind of know of like 60s, 70s, and 80s if they get too old, because you're not an antique collector, right?
Yeah, so I recently joined the National Fishing Lure Collectors Club, but those guys are mostly into like, 6-hook wooden baits, and that's just not my wheelhouse. It's more, I would say 80s, 90s Bass Pro era of that kind of.
Is it hard to find lures like that?
Getting harder. So historically, no, but everything that's new today becomes retro tomorrow. That's kind of the way it goes. So not right now, but at some point, Guggen baits are going to be considered vintage. So just the way it is.
Gotcha. Hi, Lindia.
Are you what?
I said hi.
Oh, hey, Amanda. Yeah, we finally get to speak.
All right, Chris, we're going to play a couple more.
I like your magenta hair.
Thank you.
I got one for you, Chris.
Oh,
parrot. Let me tell you
I've
another
forgotten
white
what this one is. That's a rare one.
Oh, dude, it's got to be rare. I've never even.
I could find out what that is. It looks like a storm thin fin, but it's not. It's something else. Oh,
See,
what
look,
is that?
it's almost like two baits in one. Like one's
Yep.
riding piggyback on the other one.
Yep.
And now let me see. It says something on it. Oh, hang on. Let me take a picture. We might be on something here. I got what, double glasses? It says High Sport. HI-SPORT.
Yeah, I forget the name of that one. Definitely a little pre my time, but that's an old crankbait. But yeah, it sort of looks like it's almost two fish in one, isn't it?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's like two lures just stacked up. And it's like, It's a plastic. It reminds me of a Bakelite. You know what I'm talking about? Isn't that what it's called? They used to make the old radios out of and all. It's like,
yeah.
I mean, that's what it feels like, is an old Bakelite lure or something. Anyway, that's a cool one. Hang on. So I know what I got. Here's another one that says Heading River Runt. A Go Deep River Runt.
Railroad Outdoors is more welcome.
Yes, the old river runt's like Bluetooth Brandon's favorite crankbait. That's a deep diver right there.
Yeah, it
Nice
says
yellow
it's
perch pattern.
a Go Deep River Runt.
Yeah.
Yep, got that one, and I think this is a Heading too. I believe it looks familiar.
Yeah, so that's the normal river runt that I know. In a color that you don't see a whole lot, the old red head and a white body.
Dude, this is a River Runt spook.
Yep.
Spook Sinker is what it says.
Yeah, so that's a nice little tight wiggling crankbait. You could throw that in a situation where you throw like a Bandit or something like that.
Right. All right, here's the one that just blows me away, though. It has look, it's got a prop on the back, or it's like one blade that clacks on the back.
That's a Fred Arbogast.
And the metal on the bottom, see how it's like a solid.
Yeah, that's a Fred Arbogast. It's not an Arbogaster because it's got that lip on the back, and it's not a Hawaiian Wiggler. It's something else. But that's a Fred Arbogast. And it used to have a rubber skirt on it, which probably rotted at some point.
It's got a name on it. It is called the Hula Dancer.
Hula Dancer, okay.
I don't think it had a skirt, man. What would the skirt have hooked to?
It would be on the rear hook. It would just, they put it on there, and it was like a old latex skirt.
But the little metal flapper thing is crazy on that bag. It's just a little flapper.
I almost imagine that probably kicks a little bit because of that thing. I bet that would catch a bass.
I'll bet it would. That's just a couple I wanted to show you that guy gave me in that box.
Nice.
Well, thanks for sharing, John.
What, Amanda?
I said, thanks for sharing, John.
You're welcome, Amanda. Can you show us a kangaroo or a koala?
No.
Dang it. It's red and white, and the hook is inside. When you set the hook, pops out. Now that's retro. The hook.
I saw an article in NFLCC Gazette. It was one called a safety lure, where it was the whole gimmick was the hooks were in the body, and you'd pull it out, and then they would get exposed. And I guess the reason was if you're walking around the bank without a tackle box, you could put a bunch of these lures in your pocket, and you wouldn't hook yourself.
Oh, but the hook is just made into the plastic.
And you just kind of adjust it when you're ready to go fishing, and out it pops.
Wow. Something else that's a contraption.
Does that count, John?
Oh, yeah.
Only if that's in your yard.
Yes, that is in my yard.
Yes, that counts.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Welcome, Railroader Outdoors.
That's in my backyard.
What is that?
Whoa, those are all kangaroos.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Is that babies or life size?
They're adults.
Adults.
Babies are life size. So,
babies don't try and kill you.
I noticed there was no retro video this Saturday.
Yes, I've been. So yeah, I was out in Shreveport, did some filming out there, did a two-parter. We did old Ben's lures, and I got to do a walkthrough. But yeah, it was all I could do. I swung and missed on a week. So we got one in the hopper for tomorrow, and then we'll try to get on a regular filming schedule. But it's been it's been a grind.
Yeah. Oh,
not the fishing YouTubing, but the day job.
The day job, yeah. I bet now with all this going on, I bet you have been busy, man.
A little bit. But it was cool. So yeah, so I'll do a proper walkthrough of Bacon's. What's the cool thing about Bacon's is so it's in Shreveport, and I haven't done the editing yet, but back in the 80s or 90s, he wanted to buy some bulk rattle traps. And he went to Bill Lewis, which was in Alexandria, Louisiana, and he purchased 16,000 pounds of hookless rattle traps.
Wow.
Which I don't even know how many, what that is, but he's got pounds and pounds. I'll show you what I got.
I'm sure off the hook. And Bayou Buck that comes in here.
Every color of rattle trap you'd ever want. I just grabbed a handful of them.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they come with no hooks, no hardware. And he's been selling them for years. Every kind of, and then you just got to rig them up yourself. But it's cool. You get like 3 of them for like $5 or something.
Wow, that's cool. And that's in Shreveport?
It's in Shreveport, yeah.
Oh, Bayou Buck that comes in here, Uncle Buck, he lives in Shreveport.
Okay, I'm sure he's been there then.
I'll have to send him there. Bacon's, is that what you called it?
Yeah, Bacon's. At one point, Michael was telling me, because his father was fraternity brothers with Jack Smithwick. He knew Cotton Cordell and all those guys. And at one point, they made 90% of the skirts for every company out there. Arbogast,
Wow.
Strike King, Bass Buster, all of them.
Those old
So
skirts.
that's why I had Arbogast, and I was like, oh, that definitely had a skirt on it at some point.
So are you talking about the old living skirts?
So, yeah, I didn't know this, but
See,
apparently
Mark?
there's, they were all basically latex. And then living
Right.
rubber came out a little bit later, and that was more either like circular or square. And that was like
Right.
an arky jig and that kind of stuff, like the old Mepps Bass Killer spinnerbaits that were out for about a minute.
Right.
But like the other ones, more like I would say the H&H's. Those ones still have that flat vinyl skirt.
But okay, let me ask you. You just triggered my mind. Back in the 70s, when me and my dad fished, that's why I caught these big bass behind me. We fished spinnerbaits, but he went and found a lure. And trying to think back, it must have been a lot like a chatterbait. It was called a Timber King.
Called a what?
A Timber King.
So Timber King was from Strike King, and that was a weedless spoon that had a skirt on it.
Right. I can just barely remember them, but.
So honestly, sort of like that was almost their answer to the Johnson Silver Minnow.
Was it Timber King? That's funny because that same lake is where I caught this big fish on the Johnson Silver Minnow, and we fished the Timber King because I think it came out like while we were during that time period. Pop was like, "Oh, we got the thing now." He found him. We just wrecked him on it. He bought some, sent them back to North Carolina to his brother. They couldn't catch him on it, but it was. I remember there for a while. That was the thing, was those Timber Kings.
No, I think you could do some damage with some weedless spoons down by you.
Oh, I'm sure. Something different. I mean, anything different. Like I said, that's so funny though. Today, man, every day that parking lot has been packed. Way worse than when we went because the snowbirds are in town. I mean, hardly any parking. And we still went out there and caught, 20 couple today. Roland caught all them big ones. We talked to some guys that were artificial, and they had an 811.
An 8 and an 11.
No, it was an 811.
Was it 811?
An 811.
Okay, I thought it said 8 and
Wow.
an 11.
No. Yeah, so they're still, they're biting. And see, it's just now's when you need another month when they're done with all this spawning and they go back to just feeding. I mean, you could already see Donkeyland has got way more aggressive. They're just blowing up on everything.
Because there was nests when we were out there a couple months ago.
Right. They were just starting to get on spawning. Now they're kind of trickling out of it. But hell, we caught a couple the other day at Donkeyland that were fat. I mean, either still had eggs or were just way overfed. Just way.
And peanuts. Did you say
Yeah.
the peanut
caught a couple like 2-pounders that when as soon as you pick them up, they're just peeing. And I've always heard that was ones watching the nest. That's what a male. So when you that's what everybody around here says. They'll be peeing when you pull them in.
Yeah, he caught a 5-1, wasn't it?
Who? Me? Yeah.
Yeah. Those things I caught.
Oh, where you headed down to, Railroader? What part of Florida? Yeah, our regular snowbirds leave what, 1st of April?
Yeah, well.
They're about ready to go. They're about ready to go.
They're all gone by the end of April.
And Chris, that's 2/3. Our town will go down 2/3 in the population
It's like
when they leave.
Town.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Orlando. Oh, you're up there with Rob, Shiner guy.
Shiner guy, yeah. Creel's up that way too.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Chris, you probably missed it. I'll email them to you. Our commercials on the radio start running next week.
Nice.
Oh, they're
Does it have a new song in there?
Yeah, hang on. I'm gonna play it for you now. Yeah, I can't wait to send it to you. It's 2 different ones, so I'll play one, then I'll play the other one because it's gonna run 2 different spots. Let me get it up here. Here we go.
You want to catch a big bass? How about a mess of crappie?
There's a man in Okeechobee. His mama named Kim John. His wife catches all the fish, but he keeps the camera on. There's a small water charter down in the Sunshine State.
Check out their YouTube and Facebook pages, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
They love that bass station and fishing.
For more information, call Small Water Charters today at 863-801-0938.
That's the first one.
You want to catch a big bass? How about a mess of crappie? You want to have a great time on a few lakes you've never fished before? Small Water Charters will take you on a guided fishing trip to a lake that has produced some of the biggest bass you've ever seen. Headwaters Lake. I'm talking swamp donkeys, hogs, and miggins. They can also take you to Kenansville, Stick Marsh, or the Big O. Check out their YouTube and Facebook pages, and you'll see what I'm talking about. For more information, call Small Water.
What about that?
Yeah, buddy.
We're advertising our YouTube channel on the radio.
So did you get your first big royalty check from the YouTube yet?
I'm still building it up. I hadn't got up to enough where they'll give me anything, but I'm building.
Man, the first one I got was $1.47. I tried not to spend it all at one place.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest, we're right on. We just passed $50.
Nice.
And dude, that's what we ain't been monetized. What, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something? We have $50.
Awesome. Hey.
Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Ashley that was in here talking about selling her father's lures. Wait till you see what she's got here.
Yeah, okay. So that is an old Excalibur. Is that signed by Bill Dance or by KVD?
Okay, KVD is not even on the box.
So
we
is that
have
a Bill Dance?
Bill Dance. We have a Zell Rowland, isn't that? I think that's one of them.
Zell's on there. But who signed the bait?
Houston. Hang on, Jimmy Houston is young. See if I can get it where you can see the fellas on the bottom.
Yeah, I see. Yep. That's a Bill. It looks like Bill signed the bait itself.
Oh yeah, I see it on his name. No, it says Kevin Van Dam on it. It does.
It does. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a discontinued Rebel. It's a weird. I don't know what the name of that minnow was. It was a interesting little minnow bait. It was like not a long A, obviously. It's more like a short A.
It's a Cotton Cordell Bomber Excalibur series, new floating model. Excalibur minnow is what it says on the label at the top.
Yep.
And then of course this is what the tiny torpedo.
Another torpedo in a gold chrome color. Yeah.
Yeah.
A little vacuum metallized chrome.
How can people? That's wild that people still have lures in their pack. Oh, they have the Bill Dance one too. She says signed.
I've got a few.
I've got to head off. I've got water bombers run over and the dog's going to freak out, so I have to go.
Okay, Amanda.
I'm glad you came. You've got what?
You look like the morphine just kicked in or something. You okay?
You got the what going on?
No, I'm trying to figure out where this bushfire is. A water bomb is flying by, so.
Oh, go check it out.
Yeah, I've got to get things sorted.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm glad you came in. Good to
No
see
worries. Thank you.
Bye, Amanda. But
So
now, what would you
here's
say?
a couple of things I picked up that next time I come to Florida, I have to bring and we'll try.
Yes.
So this is from Bacon's. He started making his own lures, and what he figured out was a way to take a bullfrog skin and pull it over.
Whoa, you froze.
It's
I'm back.
its version of a head and magnum torpedo, but it's wood.
Okay,
And
you
it's
froze.
actual.
Whoa, you froze. Has that actually got a bullfrog skin on it?
It is. So Michael, yes, what he does is he figured out a way to get a frog skin, and he gets them over these wooden baits. So it's not a paint job. That's just a legitimate. It might be a little orange there, but it's frog skin. So
That's
there's a torpedo.
crazy.
And here's one he calls the shoe pick, which is basically like an old discontinued Smithwick bait called the toothpick.
Right.
It's a little walking bait.
I think I have a couple
Look
of
at
those
that
old
color.
ones.
Isn't that nice?
Yes,
Yeah.
the frog skin. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, no problem, Amanda. That's crazy. I didn't know somebody stretched a frog skin.
Yeah, it's like an old lost art, and he decided to dust it off. So
Yeah. Yeah, Amanda
I
sent
picked up a
the,
couple before I drop the episode because I figured he'll be sold out by the time I get there.
Ashley sent the picture here. Here's the Bill Dance one. Signed.
Yep, a little fat-free chat action.
Oh, Ashley, you're not going to get him. He knows everything.
Well, here, speaking of Bill, I'll show you this.
Oh, it's our pleasure, Amanda. We love having you around.
So here's a couple of cool Bill ones. So this is a kit. He had a couple of them. The Crawl Pack.
Right.
And this one called the Eel Pack. Have you seen this bait? This is Yum came out with this again.
Dude, I used to
Yes.
fish those. Yes.
We have some of those.
Yes, I have seen the originals back in the day.
We still have some.
Yeah, it's called the Dance's Eel, and it's a crankbait, but it sinks. It's made of
Dude,
this hydrofoam.
We caught them in North Carolina on that bait. I mean, down that.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm familiar with those. And then it's like we tried to buy one of the newer ones and they just wouldn't track straight. It wasn't like the originals. It did that side off deal.
Well, we still have two.
Yeah, I think Yum came out with them for a minute, and then they gave up. And they also had this, just the
Nah, that's creepy.
Oh,
Man, Florida bass rip them tentacles clean off that thing.
This thing wouldn't last for 2 casts.
They were snatching the tails off my swim baits today. They were doing that half hitting. I mean, just popping them in half. I'd dig a new one out, put it on, he'd pop half of it off. I was like, stop it. So you probably have baits in what, every corner of your house?
I'm trying to limit it. That's the goal. I'm trying to streamline it. Trying to, you know.
You said something about you were going to start an online bait store.
I need to do that too because I've got some stuff I need to lighten my collection a little bit here. So yeah, I'm working on that. I got
That's
more
worth it.
irons in the fire than I don't know what. So
Yeah, that's sweet.
never bored.
So
but I'm glad the webcam worked out. I was a little concerned because I do all my filming on that SLR over there, so I just don't do any streaming. So I got this.
My only suggestion, can you raise that mic just up out of the picture and still hear you?
You could,
But you like it.
yeah. It'd be like you could move it up or down. You can kind of,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's really cool. You sound good. I mean, it sounds good and looks good. We're not, Ashley. We're going to work around here. And then, tomorrow night it's going to get cocoa.
Yeah, the Speckled Perch Festival's in town.
Yeah, we may go to that tomorrow some. Yeah, dude, we live in like crappy town, USA, and this week is our Speckled Perch Festival. We even have a Speckled Perch Queen each year, a big crappie queen.
We have a crappie drop,
Yeah, they have a big crappie they drop, like the New Year's Eve ball, but they do it at the crappie fest, a big giant crappie. Big old wooden crappie thing.
Do they call it the Crappie Queen or do they call it the Speckled Perch Queen?
She's the Speckled Perch Queen, but
I was
around town,
the Crappie Queen would look so good on a resume.
I'm about to say that around town, though, she's the crappie queen. Well, they don't call them crappie here, dude. They call them speck. So she's a speck queen. But it's great, man. I mean, they do a whole thing around town. Welcome, Angry Gone Fishing Button Top.
We've also got the rodeo and the cattle drive.
Yeah, that's all this weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do an annual cattle drive through town because that's what made this town famous is their cattle. So they actually run a buttload of cows through town with cowboys and all that every year. Oh, Ashley sent it something else. She keeps sending prizes. All right, we got a weed wing. I don't know what some of these are. That's what you got here, Retro. Let me get your turn.
See,
Well,
you
make it
could
bigger.
fish that weed wing because that's basically like a silver minnow and a buzzbait in one. So you
I
just
see that on
fucking
top
line
of
that
it.
sucker.
Yeah, it looks like it spins on top.
Yeah, you could catch a fish on that. And then
And
I
these
see a
bottom
devil's not a devil's horse, a Smithwick rattling rogue right there.
And then some kind of Norman lures on the bottom, some kind of big old cranky.
So it's like a DT22, something like that, an old Norman, yeah.
I'm gonna find something that you don't know what the hell it is. I did already.
You know, you've stumped me before.
Well, I think I
I'm just
stumped you with
lucky
this
tonight.
one. I think I got you with that one already tonight.
Yeah, you did. I need to figure out what that is.
That may
I've
go in
seen
that.
that.
That may go in that hidden box and go to you, so you can
I want to
figure
say
out.
true shad, but that's not what it is. I want to figure out what that is.
What did I tell you? It said on the side, high sport.
High sport.
HI dash. Where's them glasses again? HI dash sport.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, that might not say high sport. Hang on.
You want me to get the magnifying glass?
I don't think so. I just had some light. It says something sport. I can see it on this side. Whoop. I think it says high sport. But yeah, it looks like, I swear it looks like one bait humping another bait. I mean,
Yeah. Don't throw that before I figure out how much it's worth.
oh, I'm not. So I told you it'll probably go in that hidden box and come your way to figure out what it is. That's it. That's a black one. What's it
It's a
called?
vintage high sport crankbait lure. I got a feeling it's got a better name than that, though. High sport lure.
Yeah.
That's a funky looking bait.
It is a funky looking bait. I'm looking at it. This is green.
Huh.
Looks like a frog on a pea pod.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a
that
frog.
head design, it looks like that catch every weed in the lake.
It does look like it would just be all tangled up. Who's staying home? Stay home.
So it's a high sport. Huh.
A high sport. There you go. Now, when somebody asks you if you've seen a high sport, you can say, yes, you have.
Nobody's going to ask.
So when you're thinking about coming south there again, Chris?
So we'll see. We might have to. We've been meaning to do the Universal thing, so we might have to do that at some point. I got a couple of trips next couple months. So what I want to do is hook up with Doc too and do some of that peacock bass fishing.
We know where they're at too. We'll get with Doc.
That looks
We'll
like a
go on that.
blast. Oh, you could.
Yeah.
I've tried that once. I had a pet peacock bass when I was a kid, and I never actually caught one. But I had one in a fish tank.
Well, if you're coming that far to plan it, dude, we'll plan it. We'll talk to our buddy Billy, who lives just a little farther south than Doc, to where they're everywhere. I mean, they're.
What are you guys doing? Is it in the
What?
canals all over the place, lakes?
Yeah, in the canals. There's a couple lakes down there that have them. I mean, canals are the coolest because you may get Mayan cichlids, Oscars, peacocks.
Bluegills.
What's the flatfish?
Snakehead.
No, the
Marijuana?
Clownfish.
no, that's possible too.
Clownfish.
The nice clownfish.
Okay.
Have you seen one of those? They swim backwards.
Oh, yeah. Yes. 100%.
Yeah.
I've seen those. Yep.
But that's what we'll do if you come down here.
That Oscar is a mean fish.
Yes. But come down for a few days, and we'll go south and find something. Did I mess my camera up
We
again?
went
Showing
to
stuff.
Lake Ida once.
Yeah, that's another place they say is full of them. Lake Ida. We'll go down that way when you come.
Nice.
So we'll get you on a peacock.
But all those things hit lures?
Yes. We caught them on swim baits. Any kind of crankbait. Lindy's going to use these new hang on, let me get it.
No anti.
These new banger lures that we got from Bruiser.
Just a fellow YouTuber.
Hang on, Mark J. I'm opening your. Oh, he left. I'm opening his lure. Yeah, they're in the boat. But check out these new Bruiser bait lures, man. Hang on, I'm trying to get it without making a big mess. I'm gonna leave it in the box. You see that, Chris? These new bangers from can you see the bearings on it? That's the new bruiser lure, a Banger DD
T110.
Banger, yeah, Banger 110, and it's got like the 2 bearings in it, and then it has one in the front for casting. Can you see it? The 2 in the front.
So that's a suspending bait, right?
Yeah, and it's supposed to be like the move in the front to help you cast it farther.
Yeah,
kind of go forward now. Yeah, that's the new bruisers. They're supposed to be killer on peacocks. That's what we're hoping right there. So anything like that retro.
I figured that peacock with those hooks, and peacock, look, they'd rip up a treble hook. You almost need to get like a, I don't know what.
They won't, but anything flashy, man. They like flashy stuff.
Okay.
So remember that when you're going through your retro stuff. What's that? If you ever go to the Everglades to peacock fish, let us know, John and Lindy. Why, y'all haven't been down there yet? We love it. I mean, it's fun. You can get down there and catch anything. So.
Yeah, we went down one place that was more alligators than there was water.
Yeah. Well, the water was down. We were down on Alligator Alley, dude. We went up a canal and the water was way down. There was like 30 alligators we could see from the boat in the water. I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, it was.
Speaking of which, the gators are getting friendly. They start mating like April into May.
Yeah.
So they're already getting very curious. We had a couple just roll up on the boat today. I mean, just come right up to us.
I have a mating call. That's so cool. I hope you get to hear that.
Yeah, you ought to hear when they're out there mating. They moan. It's pretty wild. And I'm not kidding. It's like a brrr, and then another one, brrr. I mean, it's creepy.
We got him in the boat doing it back at him.
Oh, I can get them stirred up, man. I've had a whole marsh raising hell.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chris, I'm so glad you dropped in. Hell, we're down to 4 minutes left. So.
All right, man. Yeah.
Oh, that was perfect timing. But yeah, let's plan one where you can advertise it on your.
Yeah, we got to do that. We got to plan. I'm glad we did the test drive to make sure the actual setup works. Because I did it
sounds good. Works good.
It was just did on my phone. It wasn't working. So that was I made the big investment and spent $25 on a streaming camera. So.
Yeah, we got a camera, but I like the microphone and all. That's pretty cool. You got your little studio going on. And I look forward to the video in the morning. So I'll be out here at 7 o'clock waiting on it to pop up.
Yeah, it was 7 o'clock your time, 6 o'clock. But yeah, it's
And you're not up that early.
No.
Hell no.
No, it's already in the hopper. It's loaded. So.
Oh, the video with us. What views did it top out at?
Let's check. It was at 10 or 11.
Yeah, it was like 10 something last time. That's a pretty good video. That went pretty well.
It's the best one on the channel in a hot minute.
That Banjo Minna did it, man. That was
1 month ago, 10.7
Sweet
views on it.
Yeah.
Isn't it kind of funny though? You just kind of plug along, you do something that's a couple views here or there, and then one clicks for whatever reason.
It's the Banjo Minna, man. If we do a helicopter lure one, it would be just as big.
Yeah, you could do it. We could, there's enough. Yeah, the gimmick baits tend to do it.
What if I figure out a way to get rolling to throw one of the helicopters?
Well, the whole plan was for Roland to be throwing that rattler bait or the silver minnow. Oh, one more thing I'll show you.
Yes.
So we need to get a VHS player because I was at Jensen Tackle and they had this.
Oh, look at my man. He looks like Scott Martin on there.
He does sealed, so I had to rip it open, but it's Roland Martin's favorite baits. And what's on here? There's that silver minnow.
Right.
Yeah.
And then it's all the Johnson baits. Beetle spin.
Yeah.
But that was the one. Cool. He'd throw that silver minnow. So I'd be curious to see how he fishes a silver minnow. Yeah, there he is.
We're gonna get invited to Roland's house. You're gonna take that video. We're gonna sit with Roland.
We're not stopping until we get invited and kicked out of his house. So that's where.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, I'm about in. He's got a house there close to headwaters that he stays in when he's up there fishing.
Nice.
Got a big shiner tank. See, that's what I'm doing is I've got it figured out. I'm gonna ask Roland. I don't really know how to shiner fish for bass, and I want to be taught by the best. Mr. Martin, could you show me some pointers? Oh, it's on from there. You know how he likes to talk.
That'd be awesome.
I got to end up over at that house with the shiner tank close to Headwaters. Then after that, it's down to Naples. I'm going to his house, man. There was a guy in here a while ago, Mark J. Larson. He made us a bar stool. We hadn't got it yet, but I've seen it. So it's handmade by him. You know, Roland makes bar stools. So I want a Roland Martin bar stool to sit right beside my Mark J. Larson bar stool.
Nice.
That's my plan. But we're going to get off here. We just got here, like I said, right before showtime. And I'll text you a retro, and we'll let's work this out. We'll do the trivia night. Figure out what night's good for you, and it don't have to be Friday. You know, we can do another night for like and we'll get you started. You need to start doing lives too. I mean, your guys will eat it up, man.
Nice. Well, thanks for letting me dip in the first official one. So that was cool. Aside from like it's not an iPhone, you know.
And what's your followers up to now?
We're like right under about 11.
Yes, and I'm telling you, them guys will eat up you live talking about old baits. You'll have one of those chats where you can't even read the comments.
I need to have like the lures ready, right? Because I just got so much looking around here.
That's what you do. Stage it up, get your stuff ready. We'll help you roll through it. We'll see, me and Lindy will be here to just kind of watch the chat and keep you talking. And then you'll blow up. And you know, there's a whole new world there with super chats and all that. I mean,
it's the wildest thing.
Hope you're feeling
dude,
good.
your channel, those guys will send you, they'll load you up with super chat. You'll be getting $100 super chat. You watch. But you guys are, like I said, people that watch your channel don't watch my channel because they like lures a whole lot better than they like fishing. And that's the truth. I mean, that's the truth. That's fishermen don't watch your channel. They watch for the lures, you know. I mean, you got a whole your own clique right there. But you now, before you leave, what made you do that? Just because you like retro stuff?
Yeah, what did do it? No, yeah, just because I was kind of just searching for all that stuff, and I thought it'd be kind of a funny thing to just dedicate a whole channel to it. So notice there's no episode where I was ever not fishing with old school stuff. It was like literally minute one.
Right.
Since then, I haven't picked up my Shimano Curados in 3 years.
But you were editor of a fishing magazine, correct?
I was, yep, by the name Big Game Fishing. So, but always in the past, lures and that.
We should have brought it up earlier, and they did an article about you in a Japanese bass magazine, right?
Oh, I'm big in Japan now. Yeah, no, I've got some. I've been collecting a few Japanese lures as well from these guys who are over there making this crazy like handmade wooden baits and just some wild stuff. Just crazy designs and. Oh yeah, there's a whole nother.
You
go down.
Like I said, we're pretty big in Indonesia. I guess you got China and Japan all sewed up. So
and Canada, yeah, that's the one. Canada and Japan.
Yeah, off the hook in here. This guy Ted, he makes his own plastics. He makes some great plastics.
Now, when we went fishing this last time at Donkeyland,
yes,
my first two fish, I caught them on that black and blue worm.
Yeah, that Ted made.
That you made. I mean, it tore it in half.
Yeah, it did, Ted. So Lindy has already caught 2 fish on an off the hook bait. So, yep. Well, cool. We're gonna wind up. I'm gonna go get me some supper. I hadn't ate yet. Chris, we'll get together. I'll chat. Yep. Monday, I will be sending off your Roland Martin signed lure and these other lures I got for you. Ooh. That was the other quick question I had for you. How are you going to use the Roland Martin video?
Probably with the lure.
Yeah. I thought it would become part of your intro.
Oh, it's gonna be in there. No, I've got it in the Premiere Pro. I got to figure out, but yeah, that's too long.
Was that footage good enough? You need the original or that text?
I think that'll work just fine.
All right, if it's blurry or anything, I got the original.
He's like, who the heck's Retro and who the heck's Chris? But
no, he knew who you were because I'd already texted him earlier that I had this lure. And dude, when we were talking, I said, this is the guy that put the decal under your windshield wiper. He went, oh, that's right. I mean, he remembered you putting that retro decal under there.
But the big question is, did he have the decal on his window now?
Nah, he traded. He got a new truck, actually, so glad he didn't. Yeah. But I bet it's laying around somewhere. I mean, I bet he didn't throw it away. It's somewhere. Yep. But that was pretty cool. Like I said, we were talking to him. I said,
good score. That was a good early Christmas present.
Dude, I wasn't going to film it at first. And after I thought, wait. I said, Lindy, get your phone.
That would have been a big miss. That would have been a big miss.
That's why I sent it to you and said Merry Christmas there, my friend.
You know what? Elvis didn't join us tonight. Oh, okay.
No,
All
didn't
right,
see
guys.
Elvis.
Have a wonderful Friday.
Yes, Chris. Everybody else, thanks for joining. Go check out Retro Bassin. I'll get up with you, Chris. Thanks, everybody.
Good night, Amanda, or bye, Amanda.
Bye, Amanda, everybody.